So this morning, I'm getting a bit distracted. This morning, I'm going to pull some cards so that you can discern whether this reading is for you. First, I'm going to pull some timing cards to see when was the last time you heard from the person connected to you, and then we'll get into it. So some other signs that this might be for you is feeling very fatigued at the moment. You might have got your period early or late. And there was one other thing. You might be feeling very foggy, zoning out a lot. All right, let's get into it. Okay, when was the last time this collective heard from the person on their mind, please? In a few weeks. So you might be hearing from them in a few weeks, but let's see, when was the last time they heard from them, had any communication from them? Next full moon. Okay, so we're going to do future communication then. Forget about the past. Doesn't matter when you last heard from them. Let's do the reading on the next point of communication with them. So in a few weeks we'll be, although the next full moon I want to say is the 11th of July. So is that'd be, maybe that is a few weeks. All right. At night, which makes sense. Full moon is at night, so summer. So maybe the last time you had contact with this person was in the summer, because in Australia we're in winter. So maybe the summertime of last year was when you last had any kind of contact with this person. All right. So in a few weeks, the next full moon is the next point of contact. All right, so let's get into it. What lies beneath that this collective doesn't know about this contact? Because this next point of contact could be a confession of their feelings for you, or it could be a test where you see that they still haven't changed, or that they still have a lot of growth to go through. So it's a test of your perseverance as well in seeing if it's something that you can put your foot down with. All right. Insecure. So I think you still have some insecurities about this person and this connection. We'll get into how you see the connection and how they see it. Setting the record straight. So for you, it's like you've been wanting this communication to come in because you're frustrated over things that are unanswered. It's like closure issues. You don't feel like you got answers to a lot of things that your instincts were telling you, but you weren't getting a straight answer. I hate nothing about you. So for me, I'm seeing that as what lies beneath for you is the fact that despite the pain they've caused you, that you don't actually hate them at all. You still very much love them. But keeping you a secret, I'm seeing this as your person. Your person is keeping it a secret from those around them that they still want to be with you. Because this is keeping you a secret. So there might have been an aspect of keeping you a secret during the relationship, but since it's ended, they've been keeping it to themselves that they still love you and want to be with you. So let's get what the energy is around you right now. What is the energy around this collective right now, please? Health issues. So you might be going through some health issues, or you might be thinking that there's some things you need to get checked out. So make those appointments if there's if you're just wanting an overall general health check at the doctor, or mental health issues, need to make an appointment with a therapist, those kinds of things. That's the energy around you right now. You need to be on top of some health issues you're having. Spy. So this is the energy around you. So I think you are getting this feeling like you're being watched by someone, and you don't know whether it's that you're picking up that your person's secretly watching you, or whether people around you are sending you the evil eye, or people around them are secretly watching you. Especially if there was any interferences. Experiencing a breakup. So the energy around you, I think you're feeling, you're going over in your mind what happened here. And trying to work out what this all means. All right. Let's see how you feel about this person you're connected to. How does this collective feel about the person on their mind, please? And the connection. Denial, red thread bond. So you feel very deeply connected to this person, and that also might be why you're picking up that spy energy, because I say when you're connected on this red thread, you send each other energy back and forth. So whatever they're going through, you will pick up on feelings, and it's about discerning what's actually what you're truly feeling, or what you're picking up from other energies. But being in denial, I think you feel like you're crazy for believing that this person is on your red thread. You go back and forth between believing it and denying it. Especially if you're still feeling the pain from the separation, you feel like if you try to force these feelings you're having out, that it will go away, but you're denying the connection. But you know you've been activated through this in some kind of way, whether it really made you delve further into your spirituality, or just it activated that process to start clearing the blocks that are inside you. Traumas, wounding, bad habits, you know. Archangel Raphael, so he's the angel of healing. So he has been around you, helping you, even though it might not feel like it. He's been around you, supporting you to heal these things inside you as well. Not just the heartbreak pain, but the things like denial that you use to keep yourself blocked, to clear and heal the karma. So those two came out together for denial. So the denial that you're feeling about this connection is part of your blocks that need clearing and healing, and whatever past lives you've had karma from, this is all purging at the moment, and he's helping you through this. He's guiding you through it. Someone TikTok picked I forget the name of it, but it was that song, Just Come Home. She ran away, just come home. So that could be your person, a message from your person. They feel like you ran away from the connection, or it could just be this denial that you put yourself into. Again, feeding through the thread. They can feel you trying to deny this connection, and it's like they want you to come back home to yourself and wake up to what this connection really is. But at the end of part 1, unconditional love flew out, and that's to confirm red thread bond. So truly, when you're in balance and you know what this connection is, you know that because like that other card in the first part about I don't hate you, I still don't hate you, the love you have for this person is so deep and unrelenting, it's unconditional. And that's to confirm red thread bond. There is just the denial is being cleared right now, for you to really understand that this is a connection that goes much deeper. It's not something where they say, oh, it's been a couple of months, you should be over it, there's plenty of fish in the sea. All that stuff doesn't apply to this. You can't explain it. Activated. Healing. So through this activation, you've started to heal, and the clearing of karma, bad behaviors, bad habits you've created, karmas you've collected over lifetimes, and this lifetime clearing wounding and blockages that you have. So this is how you see the connection. So I think as well, even though you got denial at the beginning, you're aware that this connection activated you into some deep healing. With union at the bottom, so this is what you desire. You want union with this person. Okay. So I want to get some messages from the angels in regards to this connection. What would they like you to know right now about this connection? Communication. You think I'm not listening to you, but I am. I hear everything you say and even replay our conversations in my head. So you think that a lot of the stuff that you said to your person just fell on deaf ears, but this is your angels telling you they did listen. It's almost that thing where it's like they listened, they heard you, but they didn't absorb the information, and then in this separation, the words have rung in their ears and it's really resonating with them now, if that makes sense. But that card's been coming out a lot lately. I think July might be heavy for communication for a lot of people. But number 4. Number 2, timing and intentions. Again, I think July is significant. There are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love, you being in denial, and abundance. The universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. So it's not just about union with them, but about healing and creating your own happiness too, as an individual. And that was number 2. Number 10, so completing a cycle. I'm awakening, I know more than I'm letting on. So this is your person. I think they've been activated too. Number 4. So the 4th of February or the 2nd of April could be significant dates, but patterns. I feel like I don't deserve your love. I'm worried you'll leave me when you see who I really am. I think this is both of you. I think you both feel, and 2-2, you might be seeing 2-2-2 a lot, which is a good angel number for union coming. But I think you both struggle with feeling with self-worthiness for each other. Timing and intentions. 4224. That's significant. Look that up. So the 2nd of April or the 4th of February is very important here. Those are important dates. So if nothing comes to mind for you, this isn't your reading, because those two, that's come out twice. So those dates are significant here. But timing and intentions, to confirm timing and intentions. I don't feel deserving and it's affecting my levels of abundance and openness. That's 2 cards of fears affecting your love and abundance and attracting it in. You're both blocking yourselves because of fears towards what you think you deserve. Self-worth is a big thing here for both of you, that you both need to work on your self-worth and knowing what you deserve, including the love you have for each other. Self-worth is a big thing here, and not feeling like you don't deserve one another. So that's a block here. Number 10. 3, messages about trust, to confirm messages about trust. So this is important too. And the 10th of March or the 3rd of October. I need you to trust me and believe I'm working toward union with you. There you go. So they are awakening. You just don't know it yet, especially if you're in no contact. But this is you needing to trust in divine timing and intentions. And on the bottom, messages about trust. Number 9, closing out a cycle as well. Don't judge this, just surrender. I know it's triggering, but from a higher perspective, it's clearing energy and bringing us closer together. Beautiful. So self-worth for both of you is a big issue here. All right, let's get some clarifying cards. Okay. Meadow of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. So as well, you need to be focusing on, it's not because it's going to get the person out of your head completely, but focus on the little things that are good in your life right now. Do the little things that bring you joy. Was on the mend. Be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. So they're just saying to you, you need to find joy in the little things again. And anytime you, especially if it's all the time, your main focus is this person, this breakup, this pain, as much as you can, try to catch yourself and go, okay, let's not sit in this feeling right now. What is something right now I can do that can bring me a little bit of happiness? But this is helping you mend your heart. That came out sideways, so divinely guided, beautiful. Trust your wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. So your angels are guiding you through this, excuse me. Spirit link, stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. So again, focus on you and your self-worth and healing and clearing these things that are blocking you. Which side's the bottom? This side. Clear your mind. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Again, it's the denial. Alright, let's see how you view your person. What animal, spirit animal, is this collective view their person as? Oh, the lizard. That's a new one for me. Lizard, instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, dreamer. So you see your person as they might have been quite sensitive to picking up your change of moods too. So they might have been pretty observant. They notice everything. So if you might have catch them watching you quite a bit, where they would notice when your mood would change, and they'd go, "Where'd you go? What happened? What's wrong?" They very easily able to pick up subtle changes in your temperament. But they're also a dreamer, and they're quite sensitive, and that's nice. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. So again, they pick up when the energy in a room changes. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken as well. I thought that they pick up on, they might tell you what you're thinking. They might say out loud, "You thought this, didn't you?" And you go, "Oh my God, yeah, how'd you know?" They're very telepathic, empathic, and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky, to bring into balance a creative project. So you also see your person as quite creative and spiritual, but they're very good at knowing when your energy changes, but people in general. But at the same time, it makes them very alert, and that can be exhausting. It's like a lot of people's trauma can make them constantly hypervigilant. They're always scanning their surroundings to see what the mood is, to protect themselves, to adjust how they need to adjust depending on the circumstances, which is something that you get from childhood, especially if you've grown up in a home that was not the safest. So you constantly had to be aware of everyone in the house's mood so that you could adjust accordingly to keep yourself safe. All right. But that's nice for how you see them. Okay, so what's next in this connect? Actually, no, we'll do blocks. What's blocking this connection at the moment? What is blocking this connection at the moment, please, Spirit? Demanding. So this could be both of you, but you set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. So if this is blocking the connection, it could be that, especially if your person picks up every subtle mood change, it could feel to them like you're quite demanding. But again, if they're being over hyper vigilant all the time, sometimes it might just be that you're feeling flat, and it's not that that's wrong. It's just that they automatically go into their overthinking mind, thinking that it's going to cause a fight, or that you're feeling flat because they've done something wrong and they don't know, and they just making it bigger in their head than it needs to be. Hard to get and being needy. So the blocks are demanding, hard to get, and being needy. You are missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance and make friends and spend time by yourself to take the pressure off your relationship. So blocks might also be that you and your person were very in each other's pocket. You spent every waking minute together, and then because of that, it got toxic quickly because you weren't doing your own things as well. It was like you went from 0 to 100, and instead of taking that time away from each other to actually miss each other, quality over quantity, right? So quality time over just the amount of time you're spending together. Being able to have other things outside of each other that you can recharge and even have something to come back and like talk to each other about. But you're not talking at the moment. That's the block. You're in no contact. You aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. So that might be have been a block in the relationship too, that you both bottled up things that you needed in the relationship from one another, and your angels are saying that you need to be able to express to each other what you need. What's this? 11-11, we're coming into union. With these blocks though, I feel like this might be a test in this communication. But, okay, spill the tea. What is this communication going to be, please, angels? So they're going to discuss the bad influences that they had around them that kept them away from you, but also the bad influences that they let separate you guys in the first place, especially if they were going to other people and saying things about you, or letting other people say things about you, and that heavily influenced their justification to cut and run. But that's good if that's what they're going to communicate, because that means that they're aware. The real story was peeking out, so they want to tell you the truth about what really caused this separation. New perspective, so that they've got a new perspective on these bad influences that they've had around them, but a new perspective on you and the relationship and crossing paths. So a destined encounter is about to happen between you and someone, this communication. And rumors that they fed into, as well as things that you heard about each other that you don't have the full story. So those are things that they're going to discuss with you in this communication. Okay, so let's get how your person, what's going on for your person right now. What is the energy around the collective's person right now, please? What is the energy around this collective's person? Distance. So there's distance between you. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. I'm having that a lot lately too. People that are interstate, like in different, give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. So I think as well, they've been trusting in the time that they've needed to have these new perspectives, work on their blocks. That their angels have been guiding them to have more patience as well. And that also, if there is distance here, that they need to let things flow and develop if someone needs to move. Manifest. So they're trying to manifest this at the moment. Tell the universe exactly what you want. So they are, you got the lizard, so you see them as quite spiritual. So they might be asking their team for signs on how to move forward, and also manifesting a life with you. And if there's distance, manifesting a way that challenge can be cleared so you two can be together. But they could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it might even be that they need to ground their situation before they can come forward to you. So what did I get first last time? How they view you and the connection, that's right. How does the person on the collective's mind view them and the connection that they have? So I'm seeing this as two things. They view you as having run, which makes sense. That song that TikTok picked before about how you need to, she ran away, please come home, was the lyrics. So I think they feel that you ran from the connection. Even if they were the ones to end it, I think they feel like you were the runner in the sense that you too quickly ran away from it. But I mean, at the end of the day, if someone says they don't want you, you're not going to stay, are you? Because you're going to doubt them all the time. Acceptance, they've accepted. they've come into acceptance about what this connection is, I think. Acceptance about the bad influences, the blockages they have, and healing their feelings for you and who you are to them. And the things that maybe caused you to run in the first instance. They see this as a spiritual connection, definitely. That they've gone through a Kundalini awakening, but if they are spying on you like you got in your part, then they've seen a transformation in you. I think they've seen you working through things that were blocking you. Right? No contact. So as well, I think they're seeing, because not talking card came out before, that's to confirm runner. So I think when they left, when they ended this, they went into no contact immediately, and they were very cut and dry and cold. And that's how they ran from the connection. When they left it, I don't think there's been, and that might be why when I did the timing card at the very beginning, there hasn't been a last point of contact since your breakup, or next to nothing. Very either explosive, like it was very nasty, or it was just cold and dry. There's not been any in and out or promises of trying again. It's just been done. Acceptance. Love bombing. So I think as well they've come into acceptance of how it went from 0 to 100 last time, and how they made promises they couldn't keep, and they love you so much that they just said all these things in heightened emotions and then couldn't follow through on. It's like they have all the love for you, so they'd express it, but then they couldn't follow up with action. So you would always, confusion about the connection. You felt like you got love bombed, but I think they think you see them as maybe potentially a narcissist that love bombed them and used them, but they don't. That wasn't the case. It's just that at that time they felt like that was how you express love, that it's just really full on and that's how it should be. But really, you need to develop over time and build it up. Because if you forgiveness, I'm sorry, so they want to apologize. Kundalini, I think they realise now that going 0 to 100 means that if everything happens that fast, then there's no growing and expanding, because you're just doing everything all at once. Then there's no growth from there. If it goes up that high, it's going to crash real quick. Reunion. So this awakening that you both have had, they think that it's bringing you back into union with each other. So that's beautiful, because you got union in yours and they've got reunion. So they do want to come back towards you and make it work this time, because they have a constant burn for you. Beautiful. Okay, so what lies beneath for them? What lies beneath for the person connected to this collective, please? Oh, I just saw this. Partial truths and keeping secrets. So I think that your person's a bit of a fibber. They're naturally, and that's something that can come from childhood too, if they developed becoming a liar because they're out of fear of always getting in trouble. So they always skirt around the truth. They give you partial truths. They give you a bit of the story. They don't just tell you the direct truth, and they kept secrets. I think this person knows this is a trait of theirs, that they're deceitful and sneaky, and it's only ever going to cause problems, especially if you yourself will see what animal you get for them, as in how they see you. But if you're a very truthful person, a very direct person, this would never work, because you can sniff out partial truths or someone talking in circles and keeping secrets from you. You always have this thing that even if you ask them and they give you an answer, there's always something bugging you in the back of your mind that it doesn't add up, and that will not work. The relationship will not work with that kind of sneaky behaviour. All right, what lies beneath? Destroyed, shattered, broken, completely ruined. So they were shattered by this situation, but you, especially with the no contact, you wouldn't have any idea of this. And if you ever checked in on them and they were posting things that made them seem like they were having the time of their life, it was all a mask to cover how destroyed this actually, how much this actually destroyed them. Fake friends, there you go. So your part pretty much picked this up, that they surrounded themselves with fake friends and bad influences. But they have acceptance now, and they also are very aware of the things that they did. They got setting the record straight too. They know they need to set the record straight with you, especially with partial truths and secrets. They know that that's a detriment, and they know that's something they need to work on to be with you, because you will not accept partial truths and secrets anymore. Especially if you want this to work and be a lifelong commitment, you guys face against the world, not them creating secrets and partial truths, rupturing the connection you have. It won't work. So they know that they have to be honest about a lot of things with you. Caution. So I think they're cautious about coming towards you. They might be a bit nervous about having to set the record straight and clear the air with you, and really just be upfront and honest about absolutely everything that happened during the connection, after the connection, and what the realizations they've had. It's quite intimidating, so they're a bit cautious in coming towards you. Actually, I want to see what their next moves are when it comes to you, and then I'll get spirit animal, which spirit animal they see you as. What's next? What's this person's next moves, please? Love call, beautiful. So they are about to reach out. Communication is coming. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. 4th of February or the 2nd of April was important dates here, but I think July is the July full moon is significant here. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding. I'm seeing this as rebuilding. This call or message or email, whatever it is, however they reach out, they're going to discuss how they want to rebuild this with you. They don't want to give up this time or let things come in the way. They want to work on it with you and have that persistence to follow through on not just telling you how much they love you, but showing you how much they love you. One more. Healing heart. So how they've been healing their heart through this, but in doing so, healing those blocks, they realize what you mean to them and that you are a good influence, not a bad influence. You might have been the sacrificial lamb that they ended things with. You're the one that had to go instead of changing everything else. Their family, friends, their surroundings in general, their work, whatever it is, all of the above. You were the sacrificial lamb that was like, if you go, then everything will be fine. But in that time when they've been trying to heal, they've realized that you were the good influence and that everything else was just them being stuck in bad habits and patterns that they've developed over their whole life, and that they need to move away from those things, not from you. Golden mirror. So that's the narcissist card. So I think they feel like, I definitely think that you think they're a narcissist. So it's not going to be enough to just come in with words. They're going to have to show through action, because this is about love bombing too. So I think they're aware that they did this in the past, and that they're going to have to do the work to show you that they have reflected on themselves and their bad behaviors. Okay, yeah. There's definitely distance because, like yesterday, TikTok just picked, because it's picking a song for every part I do and a different one. This time it picked interstate. So there's definitely distance here. All right, let's get their spirit animal for you. How do they see you currently? How does the person on this collective's mind see them currently? How do they view you? That's quick. The bear, mama bear. Okay. So that must be earth. We had raccoon on the bottom. Must be at the beginning then. It is. Okay. Waking from spiritual slumber and beginning anew. So they see you again. They got that Kundalini card for how they see the connection. So I think that they've seen you grow spiritually as well. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. So you might have had long periods of maybe not posting, or you were just going within to heal the pain in your heart and the things that you needed to face. So you might have gone through like a hibernation where there wasn't much they could see. So it was like you disappeared for a while, and then when you came back out again, they saw a big change in you. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. That's nice. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness, to bring into balance movement and exercise. So I think they see you as having a deep inner strength. But as well, didn't say anything about being a mother, but for whatever reason, as soon as I saw bear, I heard mama bear. So they might see you as quite nurturing and protective as well. Or you could be a mum. All right, that's really nice that they see you that way. So let's get, what did I get last time? Clarifying, have I already done clarifying life situations? I think so. Spill the tea. Nope. Oh no, I got that for you, so I need to get that for them. So spill the tea on what is coming from the person. Path unknown. The path ahead in the relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. So even though they don't know how they're going to be received by you, they've got this hope. So it's like they're cautious, like in that other part, but they're also hopeful. Cautiously optimistic. That's really pretty too, the red and the green. Can't really show it properly because the reflection. Double standards. Different people are held to different standards. So I think that that's a challenge in your relationship where someone takes more than they give. So for instance, if you're the one that just gave up everything and they just took and they never gave, or they felt, or what they did give wasn't enough for you and you felt depleted from the connection because they took more than they gave, and what they did give, they would make it like anything more than that was you expecting too much, but it was that they need to recognize that they are a bit selfish when it comes to that. It's not enough to just tell someone you love them. You need to show them and give as much as you take. Adventure awaits, beautiful. So a new beginning for you too, a new adventure, a new life together is what's coming. But this says protect your heart, guard your emotions to avoid hurt. So I think in the beginning they know that you're going to be guarded with them because of the past. But that is something that if they're ready, they will be willing to work through those emotions with you and allow time for you to open back up again. Okay, so let's get some messages from them. And we'll get an oracle card to see, get a message from your angels to you about just something, some food for thought. Alright, what does this person want to say to my collective? I didn't think you would walk away. So again, how they saw you as the runner, even if they're the ones that ended things, they didn't think that you would so easily just go, okay, and leave. But I think in your mind, you felt like, well, if you want to break up with me, I'm not going to stay because I'm just going to keep waiting for you to break up with me again and again and again. So I'm just going to go. Like, I don't want to be where I'm not wanted. And I think as well, they might talk to you about what they, how when they did end it, that they didn't want to end it. But then after they did, they felt like they couldn't go back on it. I'm on a spiritual journey, you have awakened me. So that's been heavy in this whole message about how you both have been awakened, Kundalini activations, and really opening up your spiritual gifts. And also wanting to talk to you about how much they've learned about themselves since you and the spiritual journey they've been on and their new perspective. You were different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I only want you. So any kind of energies that were around that you were suspicious of, and then anyone that they've been with since you were just distractions for them. You're not replaceable. I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place to confirm I didn't think you would walk away. So again, you are being strong in walking away would be putting them in their place, because it's like, okay, you don't want to be with me, then fine, we're done. And you walked away and they didn't think you would do that. And it put them in their place. I'm learning how to love myself now, thanks to you. Beautiful. So I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me. And through that awakening, through seeing you, they're learning how to love themselves, and that's good. You were different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I miss making love to you. I will do anything just to hold you again. So again, whoever they used as distractions after you, it didn't feed that hole in them, because only you can fill that hole in them, that making love to you and holding you is a euphoria that no one else even came close to matching. So for that to confirm you were different from the rest, they didn't mean anything to me. The intimacy they have with you, not just making love, but actual just intimacy, holding hands, cuddling on the couch, any kind of closeness, long talks, no one matches that energy for them, because you are their person. So it can't be matched. And that's something they've learned in this time away as well. And I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice, bad influences. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one. That's beautiful. So they're not listening to family and friends anymore that have tried to keep them away from you. So let's get one oracle card to wrap this up. What advice do they have for you, please? What advice do you have for my collective, please? I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in, actually. You are so brave to keep on going the way you do. The Forbidden Forest. Bravery, persistence, and redemption. So and this isn't to say you wouldn't have had moments through this journey that you wanted to give up and just wallow, but you have been persistent. You've still ended up, in the end, picking yourself up and charging forward. And there's bravery in that. There's courage in that. And there's also courage in, if you let this person back in, starting again. So that